Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Harrison Ultimate Gaming. I'm Brian Harrison, and today I wanted to have a drive through the snow. And I'm gonna get started right here and driving. I like this time of year in GTA right now. Um, Driving through the snow, and I'm gonna go take the highway, and we're just gonna go on a drive today. We're not gonna do any tours or anything. We're just headed on the open road. At least on the highway. We're gonna try to do a video on driving in the snow. Um, we're not going to, we may pass these slow cars, but we're not going to do any touring of buildings or, you know, I guess any missions, which we really didn't do a mission, we just opened up the chop shop or, anyway, we're not going to do anything like that. We're just going to take a nice drive through the snow. So I hope you guys enjoyed your Christmas. This is why I'm doing this, is just after Christmas. So I hope you guys enjoyed your Christmas. I did. I got some nice gifts. I enjoyed them. I got like 2 Viking style. I enjoyed Vikings, and I do. I enjoy a lot of history stuff. So, but yes, I enjoyed the Vikings, and so I got some couple of Viking cups. I also got um, a nice multi-tool. That was really awesome. I love it. And um, I got 3 new games, 2 for the Switch and 1 for the Xbox One. One is Transport Fever 2. That's the Xbox One game I got, and the other is the other 2. One is Zelda Breath of the Wild, I believe. Yeah, Zelda Breath of the Wild, and then there's a firefighter game that you can play as a firefighter and put out fires, and I think even drive fire trucks, if I'm not mistaken. Basically a firefighter simulator, which is really nice. So I'll have to try those out, especially the Zelda one, because I've been wanting to play that for quite a while. And and Transport Fever, talking about transporting, I'm interested in that game especially. Besides, the 2 games I'm probably more interested in right now of doing right away is the Zelda and the Transport Fever 2. Those are probably the 2. Transport Fever for the reason that I played, and I have a video on here on YouTube of it. A little bit, just 1 video. I may do more of it, but there's a train called Rail Empire, and it's the same concept, but it's only rail, and you get to transport people and goods and stuff. But Transport Fever 2, you deal with everything. You don't just deal with trains like you deal with Rail Empire. You deal with planes, boats, trains, vehicles. So, like cars, trucks, all that. Buses, stuff like that. So, that's why I said vehicles. So, it'd be fun to get into that game. Maybe even do a recording of it and good stuff and the bad. See how well I can do. Anyway, here we go. We're kind of traveling along. Um, Nice to pass some traffic along the way. Depending on how I do, I'll take the highway at first, see how much time we have. Right now, I'm doing pretty good in time. See how much time I have, because the highway seems pretty quick. And then maybe I'll go off on the countryside and just kind of go down there. This is kind of fun. I enjoy doing this. And yes, I, I'm making my own path through this highway. But I kind of did want a nice little drive through the snow because I like GTA snow. Who knows? It probably will be the last time. I don't know if it'll be the last time we have snow, because I could see them allowing it to happen, and maybe just if they do it on the servers, they just allow it, even though GTA 6 will probably be out by then. They just allow it to happen in December for those who still play. But because I think GTA 5 will still be around because it is on the new consoles, it just won't have because GTA 6 will be out and they'll be encouraging people to play GTA 6. Um, so yeah, I like this. Look at the tree, even the trees. It's kind of nice. I like the snow. I just really do. I really think it's kind of nice. It's just, yeah, it's a very nice drive through the snow. I love this. I do love this game. Part of why I love this game, and some people don't, because they've always said how violent it is, and it can be. But and it's but at the same time, you can like do this. You know, I drive. Actually, GTA to me is a little bit better than it used to be, because you can own businesses and stuff. So you can make multiple ways of making money besides doing heist or whatever. People are always shocked at how you can beat up someone. Yeah, you can. You don't have to, but you can. You can beat up random people, and you can, even beat up the so-called women that are on here that do stuff. You know, but I actually don't mess with any of those two at all. I don't think even this time around I haven't even messed with them. On the Xbox 360, I messed with them a little bit, but with the random citizens and all that. But this time around, I've mostly worked up, got to try to get businesses. I mostly have done, other things that distract me, and that's a problem. When GTA, I think, first started out, there wasn't. Once you got all the property and all the stuff that you wanted to play, but there was not much to not much to do. And here, to me, there's a lot more to do. Now, will they'll get to a point where there's not much to do, and I could just fool around a little more, as I want to? Oh yeah. I'm hoping GTA 6 will be less of that. That there'll be less fooling around. And well, because you're working towards a goal. No, I don't think there'll be less for everybody, because people play differently. This game, in some ways, is dependent on a little bit of how you play it. Some people they tend to play the game a little more how they would want to play it. Like, they focus mostly on doing stuff for the business, things like that. So, and they don't deal too much maybe with the people necessarily. Um, but, and I tend to run things that way too. I don't deal with people too much. I've dealt with citizenry and stuff. I've had fun doing it. And, it is kind of fun. But, it is also a game. And that's what I see it as. I see it as a game. Just a game to play and have fun and to enjoy. So, yeah. So now we're back down here. We've pretty much went up and around on the highway. And we're sort of... I may decide just to go off, because this snow time, this is different for me. Who knows how long it's going to last. It may last a week. But I just decided today was a day to drive through the snow. I mean, it's just one of those days. It's nice to just show it off for myself and for anyone who wants to watch and stuff like that. But I wanted to do a drive with a video today in the snow on GTA. So I thought it would be fun. Let's see, should I? Oh, you know what? I should continue on the highway. Because... Or should I drive through the city? You know what? I could do that through the highway though, could I? Whoops! I crashed into someone. Alright. I'll continue on the highway for a bit. Because I was going to go through downtown. I may go through downtown. That's what I may do. See, this wasn't really planned. It was just drive through the snow. That was the plan. So it wasn't exactly planned on how I was going to accomplish that drive through the snow. I just thought, hey, I'd go up on the highway, see what time I had, and continue. Yeah. The noise of the city. It's kind of nice though. I mean, I really do like the weather. Let's see, should I get off here? Probably could. Just to kind of drive through the area. You know, like the nice snow. I do wish they had more to do. I mean, I'm glad for what they have. I'm glad they had added the police cars. I mean, I think people have wanted more to do with police because it is cops and robbers. It would be more fun to um, it would be more fun to have a cop theme with it because it is GTA. But yeah, there's a nice like gazebo. Oh, skate park. That'd be kind of fun. I wish you could. Maybe with a bicycle or something. But I mean, I could probably do it with a bicycle. But I haven't bought bicycles this time around. I really haven't invested in a bicycle in this game yet. I mean, I've been too busy on running businesses, and I may end up switching to PC eventually because it's free. It's free. I don't have to buy the game. I don't. I already have the game for PC. So and I should have. I mean, I already have the game for PC, and I should have done it. But see, I was so invested in this one, I haven't. But this is probably with the way the economy's going and stuff. This is probably my last year of having a the card. So for the Xbox. So doesn't mean I can't do any other games and stuff. I just can't do online stuff like this. So oh, so I'm sort of just that's why I'm kind of documenting partly and hoping to enjoy it, have it a video, um, and hoping others will enjoy it too. But for myself, of what I've done a bit, just so I can be happy about it, show what I've accomplished. And there's my office. We will tour that eventually. Like, actually, I should probably stop and look at it, see the big maze bank. And usually I park on the other side, but so anyway, it just I don't know. It would be fun to have the cops and robbers type aspect to it because it is they mostly focus on the robbers stuff. But imagine if you could have a whole police forces, and you have to be careful being online. Where you can run into a police crew. You don't just have crews. You have like actual police crews too, and they could be good cops or bad cops. They could be both. It's not just focused on that, but a crew could just dedicate themselves to mostly working with as police. I mean, that would be kind of awesome, in my opinion. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go and take the highway again. Oh, should I? You know what? I'm gonna do my own thing. I want to take the highway again because I could get off, but I'm afraid to do that again because it's the same area. I think I'll drive towards the countryside a bit. Oops. uh, because it'd be kind of nice to take a nice drive through the countryside. I don't mind the countryside. Let's see here. Where are we? Oh, I have an idea. Good. I think I know where I'm going. I'll follow along a little bit of the highway, but I'll take the country road. Past these people. Actually, the sad thing is, some of these NPCs aren't always great drivers, and sometimes during chases they'll actually run into you and stuff like that. So I usually use this vehicle or vehicle similar, so that if they run into me, it's not a big deal. Just because of how these people tend to be. So they're not good drivers themselves. Of course, it's a game. I mean, they're better. They probably have been in the past. I'm not, but they're not always that good of drivers themselves in this game. But I decided to take a stroll through the countryside and, you know, document my last time here. It won't be my total last time. My last time truly will probably be on the went towards the it'd be more like in the summer last time. So I'm gonna try to do some stuff. I may do some more airplanes on here. I may try to do the PC online eventually when and we'll see how that goes. I may not do GTA for a while because once I end doing it here online. Now it could change if Xbox decided, oh hey, we're tired, let's go like Steam and be free, then I would continue. So that things could change, you know. It's not impossible for that type of stuff to actually change. Alright, here we go. It's not impossible for that type of stuff to happen, but as of right now, I'm not, you know, let's see, where do I want to go? Actually, no, I want to check here on the map. I may set a marker. Let's go over here. Okay. So, see, like that. And I don't even know if that was necessary. So, anyway, here we are. Oops, here we are. Oh yeah, and you see this, you could take those and drive them. I actually used to own one through Pegasus, I think one time. Not in this one, it was Xbox 360 version. That's the other thing. I like doing this, and I should have, and I wish I could have documented the Xbox 360 version of it, because it would have been cool to do it for a time, but I never did, so I'm doing it now. The same reason why I wish on some of my other videos I've played for like Minecraft, I would have documented some of the things I built because I did really cool stuff. And, you know, even though those worlds ended and because of different updates and stuff, that's another whole mess of some games, you know, where you get updates and it completely destroys what you do. So, here we go. We're outside this town. It's just nice to take a drive. I think I'll just continue on here. This is where Trevor lives, if you don't know, if you ever play the story mode. You don't really deal with Trevor too much in this one anymore. Yep, that was my fault. I forget. I want to say I know where his mobile home is. I did know where it was. But anyway, this is the town he lives in, and you know, I've done some things here outside of that. Oh. So, oh, it's nighttime in the snow. I kind of like that. Here we are. And of course in the snow, the festive holiday seasons, they have a few things. They have the new truck thing. Some people, I don't think, like it. I don't know. I kind of have mixed feelings about it. I think I kind of sort of like it just as a cool little, you know, you just get extra money, you get a few extra things. It can be kind of cool. Is it my favorite, absolute favorite thing? No, not necessarily. It's not my absolute favorite. Most horrible thing? No. Actually, you know what? I'll go through this way. I'm gonna backtrack. Because we went to the highway. So I'm gonna try to backtrack and go up this other road. Yeah, just behind me. So I'm gonna go back and backtrack up this road. I'm trying to document the snow from my point of view. I mean, there's probably others that do it, but I'm doing it from my point of view because it's just, I enjoy it. I actually enjoy it. This is what makes me enjoy this type of game, is that there's a lot of stuff to do. Well, the one thing is there's a lot of stuff to do, and I think GTA in the future is going to have to wake up and realize that the easiest way to keep things going and maybe even keep a permanent game going with maybe a newer console or whatever is to have multiple cities where you're doing multiple things and there's constant stuff to do. I mean, there's constant businesses to buy, constant properties to buy, maybe add new cities. I wish GTA would get to the point, to be honest, where they would eventually add they would just add a city instead of doing this whole thing of we need a whole new game, come up with a final game, and then just add to it. That's what I would do. Because you wanted to do this online stuff. Now, is it possible to come up with maybe a game for single player stuff? That'd be cool. It'd be cool to separate them a bit, where you just have the online where you could just update it. You don't have to do a new game for online every time. You just set it up, have a city, and then just add a city. So maybe come up with a new game, and then after that, let the online people know that there will be a new city added to the map. So if you really want to play the online stuff, it'll encourage more people to probably play online. Especially those who want to, because they're going to have all these cities that you can deal with, that you can play with and stuff. Oop. So that could be really fun. I kind of wish that would happen. Let me see. Do I want to go anywhere else? I should have gone around. Okay, you know what? I think I can't go around. I may have to continue going around. But yeah, this game is cool. Even online is great. But with GTA 5, and the problem with GTA 5, in my opinion, is there's not enough playing out with cops and robbers. That's one issue. The other issue is that they're trying to do too much control, and they're trying a lot of these games. They try to they're all trying to microtransaction everything instead of if you're online, especially with a game like GTA, you would serve you better if you come up with let's say this is their final game that they're coming out with, and all they would do is not a complete final game, but all they would do is, for online at least, update it with a new city. They would stop coming out with another game to try to, to start all over. You keep your character, you just go into a new area, you just go to a new city, and they would announce it Now, it doesn't mean they'd stop making single-player games. I still think they should make single-player games too, because you're going to get that other part of the audience. But when you come up with it, you'll come up with a new game for single-player, but for online, you don't do that anymore. You just actually add a new city online, so you have more of an opportunity. Oh, see, I hardly drive out here. You have an opportunity to continue just with your character. So there's no, that's the other thing I don't like. They continue GTA 5 on the next generation, and you can jump over your character, but there again, I mean, yes, I'm glad they did that, but with GTA 6, it's not going to be. You're going to start all over again. You're going to have to start from ground zero, and I kind of wish that eventually it would end. I kind of wish that come out with a single player game that has story and missions, and then just add to the cities eventually. Even redo this city for the new engines or the new graphics that they want to do. Redo this city and jump it and put it in. So now you have two cities to float between, and so you just keep adding and keep building. And that's why I wish gaming would come to that realization, especially with online. If they want GTA Plus, the only way GTA Plus would considerably work, and it still may not work because the economy too. You're depending on that. You're depending on people having money. People would have to have money to spend and all that. The only way, in my opinion, GTA Plus would fully work in some capacity, even if whether people like it or hate it, is if they had a continuous game. That's how a lot of these games like WoW has a continuation, because they're able to just add to the game. They don't ever, as far as I could tell, they just keep adding and adding and adding. So it's worth paying. It may be worth the people paying for the subscription. With GTA, it really isn't worth it, because they're going to come out with a new game and you're going to start over again. The only way GTA Plus should have come out, in my opinion, is if they were to continue adding on the online side of it, where they continue adding new cities instead of taking, like, even adding cities they've done. I would go start with cities they've done. Like, to be honest, I would I would quit this coming up with a new game constantly unless it's a new game for single player. That's what I would do. And then get the online to where it's playable and where people are happy. And then just instead go back and add. So, like, add this city back in, you know, to the online and all connect them all. And so once they're all connected, then people could just keep playing with their character, and all they have to do is, hey, I played in, let's say, Los Santos for all this time, and I have all these businesses, all that. I'm bored of it. Well, they add a new city in, and all of a sudden, hey, I'm still have my character. I just have a new city, and I have new characters to go to. I have new businesses to buy in that city. I could buy some of the same businesses I bought here in that city, dealing with different crowd. And so all of a sudden they add, and then can you imagine that? And then the next one would be Liberty City, and all of a sudden they start building up these cities that they've done. And then what would be even cooler for the online is after they add old cities like Liberty City, Vice City, the cities they've done in GTA, all of a sudden they also add new cities. They come up with, okay, we're coming back to the casino. They come up with new cities, completely new cities after that, and they just could keep building on this game. And you know how many people would probably go for that? I would. There are a lot of people would, because the fact of the matter is now GTA Plus is worth getting, but I still think that the problem with even GTA Plus, what people forget, is it's pay to win. So that's the problem that they would be facing. But it would be made a lot easier, in my opinion. It'd be made a lot easier if they had the online where you don't have to start over. And a lot of people are going to be mad about starting over, even if GTA 6 is cool. But so the struggle that they're going to be dealing with is, I'm going to be starting over every time a new game comes around. Why is that? Why do I need to? I've worked so hard. I've worked so hard in this one. Why do I want to play the new game? I would play the new game because if it's actually beneficial, but I'm not going to play it right away. I'm going to take my time. So what would serve GTA, and I wish people would combine together and decide to start speaking out and saying more about this, is what would serve GTA is that they come up with a final map, a final city, and they build from there. They don't do this game anymore. They build the online from there. No more on, at least for the online side of it. Just add on to it. No more every time they do a new map. It's just a limited map on, for online especially. I mean, you can do it for the game. So let's say they come up with a new Vice City, then you could come up with a single player. But with that is the knowledge that that's going to be online eventually. So let's say Vice City comes out and for a single player. Well, the online mode will come out, but the online mode will add to what's already there. It won't take away. So let's say right now they have GTA 6. So let's say GTA 7 were to come out with Vice City or something like that. Well, what I would do is add Vice City into the GTA 6 world already. For the online, so now we have two cities, and I would have added this city into that world too, and so people can still keep their characters. People don't have to start over every time they come up with some new game idea, at least for online. Now the story mode, yeah, you gotta start over a new story. That's single player, that's fine. To have that single player element, but have this online element where you're constantly building the world. You're adding those maps into the world. You're building them. You're connecting them. They're interconnecting. Maybe there's some cooler spots, that are online that are different online than in a single player because they're connected. So you're connecting these cities as you're building. So yeah, come out with the GTA 7 if they do, but that's for single player. But for online players, they need to start, and people continue playing, and the world gets bigger and bigger. And as the world gets bigger, you're going to get newer people playing this game, and maybe they get to pick what the city they want to start in, because now there's more cities to start in. And then you're going to have older crews, older people. You're going to have a huge story that's built by people because you have these cities constantly growing and building. Maybe one gang is more in control of one city than the other, and another gang moves towards our crew moves towards another city because they like it better. Because so you're going to have intermix of smaller crews, bigger crews, but you can build and keep building the story, building these characters, and you keep growing and building. Don't leave behind the other cities either. Add to those cities too a bit, like open more properties. So keep building this online thing so that GTA could be really awesome. It would be one of the best games out there if that were the case. But we'll have to see what happens. I wish they would. That'd be one of the best things out there. I think there will be a game in the future that could emulate that. They'll start out small. Don't start out small. Start with the city, but build to it. You can build onto it. So and with online, the way things are going, I think you could. I really think you could just keep building and growing, and people keep their characters. There'll be more people on GTA Plus because as you grow the cities and people realize they can keep their characters and they can do more, they would totally probably get into GTA Plus. You won't get everybody because you need to make it open for everybody. Even those who don't, maybe it takes some time to work for it. In GTA Plus, it doesn't. Okay, what? I mean, I'm not for it, GTA Plus necessarily, but I mean, if this is where they want to go, this is what it could be. But even without, let's say you don't have GTA Plus, people just don't like starting over online, especially what ranks they are. In my mind, I'm not as high as there are other people really high, have lots of money, and buy all the properties, and it's awesome. I'm not, but I'm still not going to enjoy it starting from ground zero and working up. I'll enjoy the city, so I may play, but it takes time to work this out, you know. So I'm just hoping that there could be a change eventually, where if they want to make this a online community, a constant online community, it'd be smarter if they start incorporating all these cities together, especially for online. They don't have to do it for no. If they did a single player game where they included 3 cities, that'd be cool. But at least for online, start taking the cities they've already developed, changing them, and start pulling them into one online world. And they just start building and building and building from there, and they can just keep growing it. And if they're smart, they grow it the right way, and they continue going back to the old cities, refreshing the old cities. So yeah, keep growing new cities, but keep going back and refreshing some of the old cities, and they could build. They could build such a big world community that it would be one of the talked about games. Oh, yeah, GTA used to be this, but now it's so much more. You could do, besides all these criminal things you could do legal trucking, illegal delivery of goods, legal delivery of goods. You could own some legal businesses more so. I mean, this game could take off really big, especially if they incorporate all the cities and they start doing cops and robbers. So now you have crews that are maybe crews, even though you could do everything, you're going to have people who want to do everything in the game. Great, have those people. But you're also going to have cops, and GTA can say something like, watch out for cop crews, because cop crews can help hinder your illegal activities. And you just have this group of people, and you can have cop crews dedicated to multiple cities or dedicated to one city. I mean, and it's this thing that can keep going on, and people can have fun. But anyway, we'll see what the future holds. And I'll see you all guys later. This has been Harrison Ultimate Gaming. I hope you enjoyed the drive through the snow and my rant. I'm sorry, this probably is a longer video than you wanted, but I'll see you guys next time.